It's the centerpiece of the 2019 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing, the Circle K RedBud National.
Got the American flag hat. Yeah, rider out of Colorado definitely appreciate this support, and that crowd will get even bigger on the podium later in the day when the motos are complete. Here's a Lucas Oil race recap. There's TOMAC pushed a little wide. 3 KTMs battling for the motosport.com hole shot. Webb will control it early. Nice move, though, quickly by Bogle.
Yeah, Bogle able to get him right back. They jostled for that hole shot. Bogle would lead some laps.
This is a disaster for Marvin Musquin, who's down early and stuck under the bike, so losing valuable time. Not injured, but this is the man who won the last 2 races in the championship, now just trying to get up and salvage some points. But he wouldn't do it, finishing the moto in 7th from way back. Now TOMAC gets rolling. He passes Webb and then Bogle.
Yeah, he was using that outside to his advantage at the bottom of that off camber. Actually used multiple outside lines to make moves, but that corner was good for him. And then Anderson decides, hey, I'll try that same line too. And he goes the long way around Bogle.
And there it is. Anderson makes the move. That'll put him into 2nd. Webb would eventually pass Bogle as well. Then late in the race, Ken Roczen was right there trying to fight for 5th. Then he slowed up momentarily, then picked the pace back up and was able to finish the moto. Didn't lose many points as we thought he might. And here's TOMAC headed for daylight. Last lap over LaRocco's. Little mistake there, no problem. And he collects his 40th career moto win. That is a lot. Starting to climb the charts all time. He is, of course, a 3-time national champ already, once in the 250 class and the last 2 years in 450s. Here are the results. ROCZEN does hold on for 6th over Musquin. Freddie Noren, another solid ride. Here they endured a lot of rain back in the fall, so the 250 guys were struggling at that race. But today they are flying, and FERRANDIS takes the win. Let's give you the Lucas Oil race recap. He didn't get the whole shot, but for him, just a decent start is enough, and he puts the attack on the leader, Cianciarulo.
Yeah, immediately goes to the inside. Watch this. They almost come together. Cianciarulo off track, rejoins there. And then we watch Justin Coupe on the inside, just sticks that front end. That almost could have been a front flip. We've seen riders do that in the past, but losing a lot of valuable time in the opening laps.
And then Cianciarulo, a close call here with Alex Martin, another off-track excursion. And we are now hearing that he is going to be penalized 2 positions for accelerating while leaving the raceway in both of those infractions. He got back on the track ahead of the privateer Joey Crown, whose bike broke while running in the top 10. Then Nichols and Cianciarulo get into it. Nichols goes off the track. RJ Hampshire slides his way through. Nichols tries to go back after Cianciarulo. He goes down. So it's a heartbreaker moto in so many ways for so many riders. Maybe the biggest heartbreak of all, though, was this guy, Alex Martin. 3 turns to go. He's in 3rd.
Yeah, he probably could have got 2nd if the bike wasn't slowing down. Just really, as a former racer, I feel for that very much. But of course, on the flip side, you get the agony of defeat and a sweet victory for 34 Dylan Ferrandis. Shows you what a good start can do as well.
And a TOMAC chant going, actually, as soon as he crossed the finish line. Here's your Lucas Oil race recap. A couple of key passes here. This is Ken Roczen taking the lead from Blake Baggett.
Yeah, Roczen got out front early. You can see Musquin behind. He had great pace for Moto 1, and he would have great pace Moto 2. Roczen goes to the outside. Marv was able to get the pass done right there. Takes the line away.
And from there, Musquin would not be headed, so the radar went out for TOMAC. An unbelievable pass on Jason Anderson to get 3rd, and then closes in on Roczen, who makes a mistake.
Yeah, Kenny got out of that inside right little bobble there late in the moto. Eli, such a strong closer in these races, but no one had the speed to match the 25 of Marvin Musquin.
Musquin wins the 2nd moto, but he crashed in the 1st race earlier today and only finished 7th. So he's going to get the moto win, but not the weekend's overall, because in motocross we take the scores from 2 starts to determine the finish. That's tradition here. You need to be consistent. Jason Anderson was consistent. 2-4 scores make him 2nd on the day, ahead of Webb and Roczen. Let's send it back to Will.
Thanks, Jason. Jason Anderson, congratulations. This is your best finish of the season with an overall 2nd there. We were just talking about your battle, the battle between you and Eli Tomac out there. You said you just didn't have enough to keep in front of him. What more is it going to take?
I feel like I'm just a tick off speed-wise, and I'm on the limiter going that pace, and you can see at the end of the motos, but we're progressing. We're getting better every weekend. Last weekend was a rough one. Southwick got the best of me. But, you know, we're here on the podium. We're here at RedBud. Fans are awesome, and just couldn't do it without the whole Rockstar Energy Racing Husqvarna team. We're having a good time and just going to keep it going.
Might we be looking at another Cianciarulo versus Ferrandis championship battle here in motocross like we did in Supercross? We'll see. Lucas Oil race recap. 2 Suzukis up front, both Peters and Martin. Martin on the 26th is going to have the motorsport.com whole shot, but there's Colt Nichols right with him. Ferrandis and Cianciarulo. Now we know what happened to Peters. He fell down in turn 2. So Martin, Nichols, soon Ferrandis and Cianciarulo joining him at the front. Ferrandis able to get Nichols and then makes this move on Martin to take the lead.
Yeah, just charged down that downhill, jumps over that big hole coming in that corner. Left no option for Alex Martin to relinquish that spot, and then Cianciarulo gets a good drive around the outside. Same thing, Alex cannot do anything to fight back.
And no one could do anything with Ferrandis. He won the first moto, won the second moto. I'm going to say it again. Every time this guy gets a good start, he pretty much ends up with a moto win. So that's a scary thought for everyone else. Cianciarulo, I'm not sure. I think it's actually 5th in the first moto with the penalty. Should still be on the overall podium either way because he had a big points edge on Hampshire, who goes 2-8 despite the bad start in Moto 2. It should put him on the podium as well. Cooper, not quite the day he wanted with 4-6 scores.
This is the one you wanted, your first overall of the season. You look strong from start to finish there in both motos. Where were you finding that mid-race pace from?
You know, like I said in the past interview, getting ready for the outdoor is tough after a long Supercross season, so it took me time, but finally we are where we want, you know. Get a good start today helped a lot, but yeah, my bike was awesome, the team was just amazing today, and yeah, I don't know, I just felt good on the track. I had a lot of fun, and every time as a rider, when you have fun, you go fast most of the time, so a lot of fun on this track. Was amazing to jump the Larocco Lips almost every lap, and on the 250 was crazy, and yeah, good atmosphere with crazy people, and I don't know, just felt good on the track, and want this win so bad for a couple of races now, and now I have it. I'm just so happy. Big up to my trainer David and my wife and all the team. My Yamaha Star Racing Monster Energy bike was awesome, and all the people behind me, my agent Jimmy Button, and just thank you guys. It's for you this double moto win.